Yeah, Instagram's just still being so weird. And won't let me put any types when I go live. I have this I have this in my lap so I don't flash you guys because I couldn't figure out how to put pants on this morning. But I've got my jewelry on. Hi, Rachel. Hey, Denise. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Jen. Hi, Crystal. Hey, Jean. Hello, hello, hello. Kitty says good morning. Hey, Becky. Hey, Danny. Danielle, I see you there. You are one of two people on my list to get that Merkaba chart out, but you did not give me your place of birth. So if you will message me that too, I will get yours out to you this morning. Hi. Hey, Chad. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lisa. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Cindy. And good morning, by the way. Hi. Let's drink a little coffee. Hi, Jacinda. Are any of you guys watching? Well, actually, probably not. No one's watching from the app because I don't think you can comment from the app. Hey, Lori. Hey, Erin. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Valerie. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. It does taste so good. Good morning, Jaded Beauty. Sure, ask a question. Whew. So, how's everybody doing? You survived yesterday? Hey, Nara. Thank you, Danny. Got it. Got it. We were all set. I'm so sorry. I couldn't believe we didn't get that as well, but it'll be good. Hopefully worth the wait. All right. Give people another minute. Yeah, energy was so weird yesterday. We're going to talk all about that. Oh, hey, Heather. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good morning. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about yesterday. We're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about life. Let's do this first though. Hi, Wendy. Thank you. All right. Here's some for you, Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and me. Nothing like some sage and coffee in the morning. And also let's not burn myself down. Whew. All right. Okay, so if you're new, we have some new people this morning. If you are new, hello, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. Good morning. This morning, we're going to be talking about collective energies. Yes, we're going to discuss the collective energies. We are also going to do a quick energy clearing for all of you guys. And we are going to do sensory card pulls where you each get a reading for yourself based off of one of three choices. So we're going to do all of that this morning, pack it in a nice little 30-minute situation, and hopefully get your day started feeling good and connected and with some insight. Hi, Lori. Hi, Claudia. Hello, Hansu. Okay. So I think we're good. We're going to get started. Let's get started with just kind of tapping in and grounding for a minute. I'm wondering how many of you guys last night had some really wild dreams. Me, I did, as per usual. So we're just going to go ahead and connect energies, and no big deal. Go ahead and close your eyes. Closing your eyes, just go ahead and drop your shoulders. Soften your belly. Just relax into your body. And take a nice deep breath in through your nose and release it slowly through your mouth. Deep breath in, out, and one last time. Taking a moment now to call all of your energy back into your body, calling your energy in from the past and the future, from your sleep and your dreams, from your thoughts, bringing all of your energy in through your heart center, breathing it in, allowing you to be here in this present moment, calm, peaceful, and collected, tuned in and grounded. Receive one more nice deep breath in and just sigh it out. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Let's chat. So, let's talk about yesterday first, and then we'll slide into dreams. So, yesterday was a really intense day. All right. On Monday, I had mentioned to you guys, uh, well, you know what? Forget Monday. We'll just talk about yesterday. Yesterday was wild, and I woke up and I could not function. And it was like this heavy pressure feeling on my body. Um, my body did not want to be upright. And when this happens to me, has happened regularly, so I don't freak out anymore. But when this happens to me, I know something big is coming, and I know that this way that my body responds to the energy has a lot to do with big energy upgrades coming in very fast to do something rather quickly to increase my energetic bandwidth. So whenever this happens, I know I'm being prepared to be able to handle bigger energy. And during that time, hopefully it's not another 2 weeker like last time. But during that time, I know that while I might feel kind of shitty, something pretty awesome is coming on the other side of that I'm being prepared for. And whenever, think about it, we're not computers, obviously, but think about it in computers speak or language, right? If you're receiving an upgrade for your software, you can't be using the computer during the time that the upgrade is happening. That's just not a thing you can do. It doesn't make any sense, right? But we as humans will always try to still function while we are being upgraded because we just be that way, right? Produce, produce, produce. So with that being said, understanding that when you get flatlined, it's because you're being upgraded, and it will be much easier if you stay down, stay down. Don't fight it. Then when it's over, much faster than if you're fighting it, you're going to feel pretty good. Okay. And look, that's easier said than done. You need a few rounds of this if you hadn't had them already, to kind of embrace that this is what's happening. I can say this definitively to you because I've been through so many of them where I fought and fought and fought and fought. I know a lot of you have as well. And it just was shitty and horrible until I just said, fine, have mercy. Like, do I die? Like, what's happening? And then it happens and you move through and you're really okay on the other side, which is why yesterday I didn't do shit all, you guys. The biggest thing I did yesterday was to post the fact that I didn't feel good so that you guys could commiserate and understand you're not alone. And that was it. And it took me like 5 hours to be able to make that post. But I was laying in my bed and I was just on TikTok. That was the only thing that I could do. Boom. Okay. Yes. And here, this is the other thing. Alfie B is saying, or if you just can't because your job or parenthood. This is actually important to talk about. So let's just zip into that. I do have 2 kids and that they're little. And so I totally understand that. And as a mom, you're never really off duty, and it is really difficult to be offline and possibly not a thing. And so there's no easy answer here because it's still the same situation. You are still going to be fighting against something that your body is asking for and forcibly taking at some point. So we do what we have to do, but understanding that if you can create some space for yourself on the front end when you feel it starting to come in, it will be a shorter duration and much easier for you. However, that means. I get it. Life is complicated. There's so many moving parts, and we have a lot of responsibility, including for other people. So I totally understand. But it doesn't change the fact that that is most likely something that is happening for you if you're tuning in here and feeling those same things. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, yesterday was wild. Yesterday was wild. Guys, those of you on TikTok, if the sound pops up, that seems to happen on TikTok quite frequently on the lives. You might want to hop over to my Instagram, which you can find in the profile there. And I don't think I cut out as often on Instagram. Yes, exactly, exactly. So yes. So Jade is asking, when you fight it, can it cause jitteriness, irritation? Oh my God, yes. In fact, you can feel jittery and irritated even when you're not fighting it. But just think about what we're saying. Like, let's just pull back a minute and think about what we're saying. Upgrades or no. We're saying our bodies are tired and we don't accept that. We're saying we have to fight against the needs of our body because our responsibilities dictate that we have to. So that as a construct in itself is pretty problematic when you think like you need something, you may not have it and you must fight against it. That will always cause tension because your body is exhausted and needs a rest. And you're saying, no, we don't have time to rest. Okay. So anytime you have dissonance or energetic conflict like that, you're going to have issues. It's going to feel, ooh, it's going to feel icky, right? Um, but finding your alignment with that is important. And the best that you can do is the best that you can do. And just trust that process. If like, I mean, not everybody can just say like, oh, today I don't feel good. So I'm going to just simply not do anything today. That's not possible for a lot of us at any point in time. So just be where you are, but understand that whatever you can give yourself when you start feeling this way is going to help you to move through it faster. Okay. Yes, and Claudia is saying it helps to get outside and move the energy out, and it absolutely does. And doing conscious breathing while you're walking is one of the best ways to help move that energy through your system. Okay, so listening to your body is going to be so important. That's what I wanted to say to you. On Monday, this is the week where you're supposed to be tuning in to your body. What is your body saying? And as I was giving you guys that update, which was a channeled update, um, it was pretty funny because I was telling you guys that the different seasons, right? You have your when you have your cycle, you're in your winter season, and then you have your what comes after winter, spring, and so on and so forth. I usually start my cycle on the new moon. So I thought I was in a completely different week than I was. But this energy shifted everything so intensely that I started my cycle during the live. I couldn't believe it. It was so like, whoa, and just flatlined me. So I think that listening to our bodies this week is going to be interesting in that it's going to sound different than before. Your body is communicating with you, it's incredibly intelligent. And once you start to listen, to really connect and listen with that, everything will get easier. Everything will definitely flow. But you are not a machine, even though that computer analogy was great, right? But you are not a machine. You are absolutely not a machine. You are a human being and you are a cyclical being and you are affected by energies coming at all angles at all times. And you are affected by your emotions. You are affected by the weather. You are like just an amazing complex barometer, just spinning around. So you are never the same from one moment to the next. And honoring that in yourself is going to be absolutely vital this week in particular. So here we are in the middle, okay? Shifting into dream space. Last night, did you guys have some wild dreams? I know the other day we talked about this too. Um, but did you have some really wild dreams? You may not remember them, and that's okay. Um, but if you woke up feeling really, really tired, even though you slept, or you woke up feeling kind of like the kind of tired that you would be if you had been, fighting aliens or like, whatever you were doing, like apocalyptic type stuff, like just exhausting, like traveling and everything. You're not alone. I think a lot of people right now are super, super busy in their astral because we are really getting a lot of work done. A lot of times you don't remember your dreams, and that's okay. You don't need to. However, I will say this. Typically, when you have a big dream, there's going to be one thing that you want to remember. And usually when you're in the dream, you know what that is. Try to create a system for yourself where you can actually remember that. This can be a thing, promise you. Whenever I'm in a big dream and there's something that I know I want to remember, in that dream, it's clear to me what that is because I've kind of created that connection with myself, and I will wake up right after that scene so that I can remember it, and then I'll fall back asleep. Now, do I sometimes then fall back asleep and completely forget? Yeah, of course. But if I were to write it down, that would be helpful. But I don't always. Either way, create some sort of device for yourself where you can try to remember the biggest parts. But don't stress over it if you can't, because you're still receiving all of the information that you need. It's all in there, it's all in your field. Let's see here. Yep. Lisa woke up energized. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to just reiterate the whole breathing situation. If you can go for a quick, like 5-minute walk and do some intentional breathing, that will help you to move that anxiety feeling out big time. Chad is asking, do we have an astral self working even if we are unaware of it? Absolutely. Most of the time, that is the case. When you go into dream space, you have you don't have the human constructs and rules and guidelines and triggers and all of the reality, like the reality based constructs that keep us in certain spaces when we're awake and conscious. You don't have that when you are sleeping and you're in dream space. So because of that, your higher self is able to connect, and you're able to connect with all of your parts and pieces in ways you can't do when you're conscious, because your conscious waking mind would be like, that's not real, that's crazy, nope, we're not doing that, that's not allowed, that's a bad thing. There's so much judgment that comes through in our conscious waking mind that we don't even realize sometimes. But when you are in dream space, you can get so much done because you don't have any of those constructs. So absolutely, absolutely you are. If you've already tapped in and signed in and registered for the Inner Sanctum app, if you go into sounds, there are several meditations in there and affirmations in there to help you move your energy. One of them is called a moving meditation. You can listen to that while you are walking to help clear your energy out. That's available to you in the app. Okay. So if you want to do some energy movement on your own, that's really helpful because it's a quick 5-minute thing. Move it out. Okay. So definitely go check that out. All right, let me take some of this coffee into myself for a second. Okay. So we're going to switch over now and do our card pulls, get some insight. But I just want to say before we do that, this is a really big week, you guys, leading up into Lionsgate. It is not a small situation. This energy is not just a blip in the radar. This is an on-ramp to something massive. We talked about the different sectors that we're going to be going through in August on Monday. And this is sector 1, and it's all about your body, getting in touch with your body and listening to your body. It's necessary. We're going to roll into Lionsgate this weekend and the new moon in Leo. This is going to be a massive, massive energetic event, which is probably why we're all getting these upgrades right now. Okay. And because of that massive energy coming in, next week, we're going to be kind of flatlined, and that's for integration. So just know that ahead of time. You're going to get a huge energy situation this weekend, and then you're going to flatline to integrate it. And then after that, shit's popping, and it doesn't stop popping for quite some time. Okay? Okay? So let's tap in and get some card pulls. And yes, we can definitely do animals. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate when you suggest that, because sometimes I'm sitting here and like I can only think of colors. So I do appreciate that. Good morning. Okay, I've got my decks. And just as a reminder, you guys can all register for the Inner Sanctum app for free. Should you like to do that, you can access all of my lives here, all of the channelings. You can get meditations and affirmations. There's workshops on there, lots of things. And I would love to see you there. So go ahead and sign up. It's innersanctum.me. You can find the links on my profiles. And we have our Lionsgate new moon ritual on Saturday, which is live streaming always, but you can also join in person if you're anywhere near the York, PA area. So check it out. All right, so we're going to start our sensory card pulls. If you've never done sensory card pulls, I'm going to give you 3 animals. You choose which animal feels most aligned with you this morning, and then you drop it in the comments. You can pick 2 if you want to. Shit, you can pick 3 if you want to. Whatever. Stephanie, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I'm sending you lots of love. Please reach out to me if you want to talk. I'm here for you to talk, okay? All right. Our animals for this morning: deer, raven, rabbit. Deer, raven, or rabbit. So you're choosing from deer, raven, or rabbit, or a few of them. Drop your choice into the comments and I will start shuffling. And for me, I'm choosing deer and raven. Okay. That's okay. You can, like I said, you can have all 3 if you want. Grab them all. Grab them all if you want them all. So if you're just joining, we're just about to start our sensory card pulls. We are doing deer, raven, or rabbit. Drop your selection in the comments. Oh, with y'all. All 3 because I feel legit crazy. Okay. Y'all are crazy this morning. We're all crazy together. Isn't that just the most beautiful part about it? Okay, we're starting with the deer. It's a good group. I love you guys. It's like my favorite thing to get up here and not put pants on and talk to you about magic in the morning. It's my dreams come true. All right. Stop it. Instagram is so annoying lately. All right. If you're just joining, you are not too late. You are choosing, no, I don't have pants on. You are choosing between deer, rabbit, or raven. Pop your selection in the comments, and we're about to pull for deer. Yeah, I'm not, but I have the silk thing on top of me in case I need to make an adjustment. So we're all good. I have a system. All right. You ready? So deer is here. Just hold on. Only crazy people, Cindy. Okay, you ready? We've had these cards before. No shocker. So if you picked deer, here's if you picked all three, here's the first part of your message. But if you picked deer, this is your message. You have the ceremony card. You have the serpent card. Okay, so let's see what your story is. So, dear people, the ceremony card is again about creating living ritual and ceremony in your life as it is. Okay, sometimes we can get really caught up in doing everything right and making it perfect and having it be a certain way. This card is asking you to look at your own life in the way it is at this moment and using your eyes, see it through the lens of ritual and ceremony and magic. How can you look at your life in such a way that you understand how magical it already is? How can you turn some of the mundane details that you just blow right through during your day into something meaningful for you? You have all of these things. You have all of the tools. You need nothing but yourself. This card for you, dear people, is asking you to remember that basically we are all instruments of the divine. And therefore, everything we do, everything we touch, everything we put intention into has the ability to be a magic ritual and should be if it feels good to you. You don't need anything extra. It's really fun to make a beautiful altar and have all the little accessories and add, decorate, do all the things, right? But it isn't necessary. Those things don't make you more magical or more in ceremony. Only your intention can do that. Okay? So just remember, you have everything you need. The serpent is coming to remind you that at this time, you are receiving some deep, deep healing. And it may be so deep that you can't even quite name it. It's like, it just feels like things are changing within you in the way that you interact with the world around you. Let it happen. It's an organic process and it's been in flow for a while. So trust it, even when it feels a little icky. Trust it. It's coming. Okay? That's your dear message. Should you choose to receive it. Not too shabby, you guys. Okay. I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm actually going to put these over here because I do feel that whatever three animals, it's going to be kind of a collective situation. So next up we have Raven. Next up we have Raven. If you're just joining us, we're doing sensory card pulls and we just did deer. If you're feeling aligned with Raven or rabbit, you can go ahead and drop your comment, which one you're choosing. This is going to be Raven, the message for Raven. Wow, y'all are really in it this week, huh? All right, it's the Raven card. You ready? Here are your cards. Stone people. The swan. This is your Raven card. Are you ready for your story? Okay. So, stone people energy is all about what's this word? I want to say perseverance, but that has like a weird energy to it that I don't like. Um, Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm like glitching this morning. Raven people, it's time to see yourself as the eye of your own storm, as the constant in every situation that you've ever had in your life and ever will have. You are the common denominator always, and you are your own steady. No one else is ever going to be that for you unless you first allow yourself to be that for you. You need to be your person first. You need to trust you implicitly. You need to believe in you above all other things and make your decisions based upon alignment within yourself. Other people come and go. Some move around us like water, some stay like still water for just a while. But people move constantly. We don't get to grab them and hold them to us and make them complete us and make them validate us because that's not real. It's not the way things have ever worked. And so if you're looking for someone else to tell you that you're okay, you're never going to be okay. So, your message, Raven people, is to be that for you. Do you believe in you? Can you tell yourself that you're okay? Can you say, hey, shit's been real, but I trust you because you're so awesome and you make great decisions? Can you start to speak to yourself as if you are your own ally instead of an enemy? Can you stop knocking yourself down every time you try to stand up? Can you? You need to first, and you will be incredibly surprised, I think, because this has definitely happened for me. You'll be incredibly surprised at what happens when you actually make that shift into saying, yeah, actually, me first. Actually, me first. You might feel alone for 2.5 seconds, and then you will never be alone again. And do you know why? Because you'll have yourself. And when you have yourself, you put out this really delicious, delicious energy into the universe that brings back other people who are just as steady, stable, and awesome as you are, and confident in themselves. And they'll want to mill around and do magic with you. And they'll come and they'll go, and you'll be fine with all of it. You'll enjoy the present moment with them, enjoy the magic you make together, and then see them off when it's time for them to go, knowing that neither of you have lost anything and that you have enjoyed the most beautiful pinnacle of human connection, which is understanding we don't own each other and we don't owe each other. Okay, so no big deal. And then you have the swan. And I'm so sorry. My cat ate 2 mice. And I think that that is what that is. So he insists upon being here with me during all magic things, but he sometimes sounds ridiculous. Kitty, are you okay? Kitty. Okay. All right. Anyway, sorry. Raven people, your second card is the swan. And here is where we just kind of wrap it up and make you feel better about all those things I just told you. Because in so doing, in so trusting yourself, in so choosing yourself first, you are about to like crack wide the fuck open with your own intuitive gifts. That's part of the transformation. Okay? Lisa, I hope you don't mean my cat, poor baby. Poor mice. This cat's fine. This cat's fine. All right. So, woof, that was something, huh? All right. Next card will be for the rabbit people. The people of the rabbits. All right. Janelle, did you not hear the swan message? Is that what you're saying? Or are you just emphasizing? The swan message was basically that as you choose yourself, you'll also open up to all of your gifts. They'll come flooding in. Yay. Okay. Last but not least, it is the rabbit people, the bunnies. Okay, before I even tell you um, what this next message is, I would love to know how many of you guys picked 3 cards today? Like, which of you guys picked all 3 animals for this morning, or wanted to but didn't because you were like, let's not be greedy. Which one? Like, who did it? Which one of you? Just let me know right now. You better tell me. Hello, hello, hello. We are about to do our last card pull this morning. If you missed it, that's okay. You can find the whole replay on my Instagram or YouTube, or you can sign in to the Inner Sanctum app, innersanctum.me, and you can watch it there. Okay, we've got a lot of me's. Me. Yeah. Oh, whoa. We have a lot of you guys who did that this morning. All right. Okay. This should be interesting. So here's what I'm going to do at the end of this. When I have picked all 3, I'm going to just do a quick recap for the whole collective for you guys. I think that would be helpful. It might be a lot to ask because usually once I give the message, I can't really go back and find it, but I'm gonna really give it a fighting try this morning for you guys, okay? Yeah, I feel like I hear you. Everyone's like, yes, I wanted to pick all 3, but that seemed like a little too much. So just know, just know, just know it's okay. It's okay to pick all 3. Eat everything. All right. Are you ready? So if you picked rabbit, your first card is Rainbow Blessings. That's not bad. Your second card is the Bard. And I just want to point out for all of you numbers people, the Bard is number 7. Okay. Let's talk about what this story is. So basically, this is very self-explanatory. It's just a fucking good luck card. Everything's working out in your favor. Go find the pot of gold. This is pretty to look at. It contains all the colors. This is not, this cannot ever be a bad thing. So take this as your sign for a yes, for a go for it, for a keep going. It's happening right now, even though it feels kind of weird. It's coming. That's what she said. So there you go. Your second card is the Bard. And this one has a little more nuance to it. Okay, so we're gonna get into that. So when the Bard comes through, well, occasionally when the Bard comes through for me with this deck, it's all about beginning something new. And quite frankly, y'all, like this month does feel like the New Year month. It feels like, we've been kind of moving into this energy where nothing is as it was and we're building on our new foundation. So that's where we're at. The Bard is coming through to tell you it's time to write your own story now. It's chapter 1. How are you going to set the scene? What do you want to happen? Right? For those of you who have had charts done with me, I always say the same thing to you. You know how in your natal chart you have your houses and you have planets in your houses. And some houses have no planets, and some houses have all the planets, depending on what your chart looks like. I always tell you guys this: houses with planets in them are the major plot points of your movie script. When you decided to drop down here and have a human experience, you said, these are the things that are on my top list to experience on Earth. You dropped those planets into those houses so that you would have the best opportunity at being the kind of person who attracts that energy to you effortlessly. You are so on purpose, it's not even fucking funny. What isn't funny, what's the least funny thing of all the things that are happening, is how many of us think we are broken, wrong, misled, misinterpreted, and on the wrong track simply by following what feels most right to us. We have to knock that off. Everything about you is on purpose. Everything. You came down here for very unique experiences. This card is reminding you it's time to let go of other people's expectations about what your story is supposed to be. You write your story. You're the one who decides left, right, up, down, or stand still. It's your choice. You write it. You're the only one living it. So make it good. Make it exactly what you want. You have free reign. You have free will. And when other people put their opinions on you, all they're doing is showing you how far away from their own free will they are. And we can send love to them and say that sucks. But we don't have to internalize that and allow their projections to dictate our stories any longer. We're not doing that anymore. Okay? So go forth, write your story. It's really important. So that is your rabbit. That is your rabbit. And so, quick recap here. All right. You have all the tools to create living ceremony in your life right now. Big healing is happening to you. This is the Deer cards. You are the constant in your life. You are the common denominator. You are the one who matters. You are the one who needs to choose you. And as you do so, you will open up to all of your gifts immediately. That's your Raven card. And your Rabbit card says it's coming. It's a good luck card. You're doing it. Keep going. And it's time to write your own story. Everything about you is on perfect. Everything about you is on perfect. We're going to leave it right there. Everything about you is on perfect. If I never do anything else with my life, if I never have anything else accomplished, ever, 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 if I have helped any one of you to feel that you are perfect just as you are and you need no fixing, mic drop for Sarah, okay? I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. Do me a favor and go register for the Inner Sanctum app because I'm very excited about it and I want everyone to be there with me. It is free to register. You don't have to pay any money for it. And it is a place where we can connect together. You'll get more of me, and it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. And the app is going to be available for download very soon, probably this weekend. InnerSanctum.me. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I'll talk to you soon, like Friday. Goodbye, YouTube. Mwah.